I'm Dave.
And we're Double D.
And so this video is our trip back from Alabama to Connecticut, where we had a few stops. We stopped in Georgia at Don Carter State Park.
Beautiful there.
Beautiful. I would definitely go back there. Highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really nice site right on the water, right on the Chattahoochee. It was really nice, and if it was warmer, it would have been even better. But it was still it was beautiful weather.
Oh, it was.
And
the night, it was beautiful for a little fire in the
Right.
fire pit. It was beautiful.
So we did a little hiking in the trails there in the forest, and then we went up to Tennessee. Went to East Tennessee Distillery.
Delicious, amazing, so nice.
Where you get to see what happened to us there. I'm not going to give it away because that was a very interesting thing to happen, but we got there and it was beautiful. And then our next stop was Northern Virginia, Winchester, Virginia at Candy Hill Campground. It was just an overnight. We didn't take any video or pictures there because it was bitter cold when we got there.
They had no water on the whole campground when we first got there. There was no water, period.
Yeah, like we had to buy a jug of water because they had nothing.
Like there's something wrong with their well. So the whole campground had no water when we first got there.
So that was really not good because that was our last stop. And I'll tell you about that at the end.
Yes. Good story. You want to stay tuned.
Yeah. So
see you in a few.
We'll see you at the end.
You've arrived at your destination.
I don't know if you can see the orange of the truck. Say hi.
Hi.
This is what we can see from the trailer.
So, first campfire of the trip. Now that we're not in Alabama and no rain, we finally got a nice, decent night. It's in the 50s, but still
Perfect campfire.
perfect campfire. We got a good fire going here, finally. And sitting out, just chilling by the
Oh, show them our view.
camper. Let's see what the view looks like if we turn around. Can't really see it, it's pretty dark. So we're at Don Carter State Park, and just for one night on our way back home. And it seems like a nice park. You know, these sites here are right up on the water. Beautiful. I would stay here for a few nights, I think, sometime. So, but now we're just sitting by the fire drinking some wine. All right, so we're at our second to last stop of the trip. We are at the East Tennessee Distillery, a Harvest Host site. Making some moonshine here, and if you're into that, they have a lot of flavors of moonshine. It's actually pretty tasty. So as far as Harvest Host free sites go, if you like moonshine, this will not be free. I think we probably could have got out of here, out of our, gotten a site at a campground for cheaper than what we ended up walking away from here. But I think we walked away with some pretty good product too. So hard to believe that here in Tennessee right now, it's maybe 62 degrees, nice and sunny. And tomorrow morning, they're calling for snow. So sometime over the night, it will start snowing. Probably by the time we wake up in the morning, we will have 1 to 2 inches of snow on the ground for our next leg of our journey. So pretty crazy.
Yes, very crazy.
You'd
Like
think
a 30-degree temperature drop.
You'd think we were back in New England with this kind of weather, but we're going to take advantage of being outside right now, and it's great. This Harvest Host site is nice. It's a fairly level parking lot, and the only downside is you can see over here, there's a road right there. We're hoping that it's not crazy busy in the middle of the night, but I don't think it's going to bother us too much. Inside our RV is pretty well insulated for sound, so it's not too bad. But otherwise, you have this nice big field right here, and they said you can walk around the whole property if you wanted to walk around, and it's all fenced in with a fence with barbed wire, so it feels pretty safe. And it's a really big lot. There's nobody else here. They have this whole lot set aside for just Harvest Host, so pretty good overall. So that's it. All right, so this is what we woke up to this morning here in Tennessee. You can see it's still snowing, and it's 28 degrees, so this is fun. We got some neighbors last night, so all right, I gotta get to cleaning off everything.
Okay, so as you can see, we're safely home.
Yep.
So the trip home did not kill us.
No, it did not. Obviously.
I drove through the Smoky Mountains.
You did wonderful. You did a wonderful job driving through the Smokies. And it was beautiful, and I'm glad you were driving because I got to look out the window.
And he drove through the outskirts of Atlanta because there's no way I was going to do that. So,
right.
And he did marvelously.
And you had nothing but traffic to look at, so I think I won that deal there.
That's all right. I'll take that trade.
So
our last night on the road was in Virginia.
Yep. And as you saw from our wake up that morning, it was definitely cold and snowy. So it was very snowy and cold and icy in Virginia, and there was no water. And then we woke up in the morning, and everything was frozen, including the valves on our gray and black tank.
I'm pretty sure the tanks were frozen too.
Yeah, so even if the valves were not frozen, I'm pretty sure what was in them was frozen too. So we could not dump.
Right.
Um,
So we basically paid for a full hookup site,
and we got electric.
and we had electric.
So,
So, which, by the way, was awesome for the night because it definitely kept us a lot warmer.
right. So we have an portable electric heater we
Mhm.
brought with us, which was nice so that we could run that. And
But we
were
also
warm and
supplemented. We also supplemented with the propane heater. We turned that on very low just in case the electric was not able to keep up.
Right. So, but it was plenty toasty in here,
Mhm.
and so that was not a problem. But
Right.
our tanks could not stay the same because they were probably pretty cold.
Right.
So, which is unfortunate. Luckily, we had no water in our tank because one of the things that I learned was I need to put more water in the tank. When we left Georgia, I put some water in the tank. I did not put enough to last us 2 nights without water. So we ran out.
Which might have been okay because who knows if there's water in the lines, how cold it was.
Right. So it
You know,
ultimately
everything
it was,
happens for a reason.
it was
so.
probably fine and maybe better that there was no water in the fresh tank to freeze and no water in the lines to freeze. But I think we learned a lot.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of the trip?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say, and family, if you're watching, this isn't a diss on you. I enjoyed spending my time with you. But
He did.
but I think down Carter State Park, honestly, in Georgia.
Really?
I really do. I think that was a lot of fun. We were probably the most relaxed at that stop.
Hmm.
Because we had no other obligations when we were there, and we got there early enough, and we had a fire, and we cooked steak, and then
And we had time in the morning that we could go for a hike and stuff too. So.
Right, so we went for a hike in the morning. We had plenty of time to get going in the morning. We weren't in a rush to get out of there.
Had a pretty good breakfast.
We had a really nice breakfast, so it was. I think to me that was our best. That was the best thing. How about you? What was your favorite
Mine
part?
was the motorcycle ride on Dauphin Island. It was a little
Okay.
cold, but it's my whole it's my thing, right? So it was awesome. The ride over the bridge was awesome. There's water on both sides. The road is long with water on both sides, and it was just you know, it was just the highlight for me. Because I got to watch and take pictures
Right,
and
so-
look because I was the passenger, so I didn't have to worry about where we were going. What was your least favorite part?
The end.
Oh,
I think my least favorite part was when the refrigerator wasn't working and we had to throw away everything in it.
oh,
Just
see, my
about.
least favorite part was being cold that night in Pennsylvania. I do not like to try to sleep when I am cold. That was my least favorite part. I am such a little princess, but I do not like to be cold like that. So, and what is your top takeaway? What was the biggest thing you learned?
To slow down. I know that other creators out there who have RV channels say this, and if you watch any of them, believe them. Slow down. Take it slow, and make sure you're doing what you need to do. Don't rush through anything. RV life is about slowing down. It is not the hustle and bustle. And for me, growing up my whole life in the Northeast, we were all about quick,
Yep.
getting things done, and it's a new kind of lifestyle for me. So I think that it'll be good for me to learn to slow down and make sure that I do everything needed. So
My biggest takeaway is that life is going to throw things at you, and bad things are going to happen. But when you have a good partner next to you, it makes it bearable, and you can get through it together. And as long as you support each other and there's not a blame game, it makes the problems trivial. It makes it whatever. Okay, we're still alive, we're still healthy, and we got each other, and yeah. we got this. So that's my biggest takeaway. So
All right.
okay, enough mush.
So that's it. That's our first trip, and it was fun.
We hope you enjoyed the ride with us.
And it didn't scare us off. It really made us look forward to doing it again.
Right.
I believe. I think
We're actually looking forward to doing it where it's just a leisure trip, right?
Yes, I cannot wait to do just a
all
hour
about us.
drive, have a weekend, and just kind of relax at the end of
Right.
it. And
Right. Lots of drinking and bonfires.
yes. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.